let's take a look at locales and switching between languages in Agility. So if we head over to the content section, at the top, you'll see English, which is the current language that I'm working in. And I can't do anything with it or click on it because I only have one language or locale in Agility. And you'll see this as well in the Pages section at the top. If I go to Settings and I go to Locales, I can add a new locale here. This is something that would only be done by a designer, developer, or architect who's creating content for your site. So your locales should be set up for you already as a content strategist or editor. For the purpose of this, I'll kind of show you behind the curtains and give you an idea of how it works. So we'll call this French, and we'll go FRCA, put in the locale code, and hit create locale. So this won't do anything if I publish content right now, because there does need to be code on your front end for your website to tell it, how to handle different locales in different languages as they come through. But you'll be able to see now when we go back to the content section that at the top here, I now have a drop down. So if I click this drop down, I can now switch my language over to French. So I'm now in the French section. If I go into blog posts, I don't have anything here. If I go into if I go into the site header, for example, I don't have anything here yet either. So this is only showing me content that I have in French. But I can initialize this content into English. So I can, or into French from English. So from this drop down, I can either select to bring it over to the new language with the default values that are there, or I can bring in the English content and then just make changes to the English content. So let's do that. And now you can see I have my site header brought over to my French locale. And I could go ahead here and I could just pop in the French alt text that I want to add and the French name for the header. You can also install, if you're an org admin, or you can ask your org admin to install the Google Translate option here as well. So you can translate things directly from that if you have that app added, and it would appear here in your toolbar on the right-hand side. Now this is going to work similar for Pages as well. So if we go over to Pages, you can see they're all marked with this red exclamation point, which means they haven't been initialized in this locale yet. So I can click on the home page, I can initialize this page, and it's going to bring over each of my components with the option to go in and initialize them like we did for those previous content items. Those are the basics of how locales and languages work inside of Agility for content editors and content strategists. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out through our live chat in the top here, or shoot an email to support@agilitycms.com. Bye.